Hello, people. This is what my son helped set up while he was here. He has unfortunately had to leave back home because we have weather coming in that would make the mountains pretty well blocked up for a bit and dangerous if he were to return home later. And yes, I already miss him like you wouldn't believe. I also had my two other children, or two of my other children. Um, they came down from where they live at so they could spend some time with him and me. And we were supposed to get a family picture together, but things got a little hairy scary at the end there. Anyway, so everybody had to head home for the mountains. And so my 3D printer is going. He gave me his little laptop here so I wouldn't have to try to figure out what to do with my big computer. And he wants to send me one of his mini 3D printers that's larger than this little toy. Because yes, it is little. See? That's how little it is. But it is actually working pretty darn well. So, that's what's gone on today. I had a setback yesterday, breathing-wise. I'm going to go ahead and turn you around here, so give me a moment. So, yeah, anyway, had a setback yesterday. My husband was trying to do something nice for me for the last couple weeks. Sorry, I'm jiggling you around because I got to put my other glasses up for now. So he was trying to do something nice for me, and when I asked for a couple of scrambled eggs in a tortilla, breakfast burrito style, he went ahead and put cheeses in it without telling me, and so they built up again. And last night I did take a turn for the worse, but I did not have to go to the hospital. Luckily, I knew what to do, what the hospital would have done anyway. So I followed all of that. And I have not done my inhaler because it's not really anything to do with my lungs themselves, just the moisture crushing in on it. And yes, my oldest son has the same problem with his kidneys and all that going. He also gets the edema and all that pressure. So yes, he knows, and no, he doesn't smoke. So not all of us that get in this kind of condition smoked or deserved to have a condition like this. So what had happened was the cheeses, of course, contain salt, and a lot of it. And so I wasn't counting that salt because I didn't know it was there. Could I taste the cheese? I knew something was off about the eggs a little bit. But I didn't bother to stop to think about it. I really didn't. I was hungry because I don't get to eat much as it is. So having 2 eggs and a tortilla is a luxury, especially since the tortilla is, 300 grams or milligrams of salt. So, the eggs don't have any. So the eggs are kind of the filler, the bread the holder. But I'm still having a few issues today breathing. It still feels like it's crushing down at the lower end of my lungs. Do I need to go to the doctor? No. I absolutely know I don't, because I have done and followed through with everything that they do at the hospital. The DUNABs, the whole thing. So I have done what I'm supposed to do. It's just that when these setbacks happen, it happens that I don't come back fully from before I had the setback. So each time it gets progressively a little bit worse on oxygen retention. And so now my oxygen is trying to work its way back up. And doing the best I can. It was wonderful having my children here. Even though we did not get around to the family picture that we wanted to do. And we would have been missing one son because he's decided he's just not part of the family any longer. And my daughter says, well, we can always Photoshop him in. Not if you don't have a picture of him. I could do one of him as a baby. I got pictures of those. Yeah. So I kept my sodium level down real bad today. I mean, big time. My middle son, while he was here, he bought me lunch and from Subway because I can kind of count the sodium from Subway, especially since, you know, lettuce, tomato, cucumber, and turkey slices doesn't come up to much, and then there's the bread. And so I put 600 milligrams down for my lunch today for a 6-inch sub. And that leaves me about 900 to go for dinner. But tonight we plan on dinner being steak, no salt of course, fried onion and mushroom to go with it, sauteed, and then a baked potato. All sodium tonight should come up to maybe 40-50 milligrams. So yes, keeping the sodium as low as I can today. No, excuse me. Fluids. I am keeping enough fluids going to help flush the sodium out, and it's working. And the Lasix is working. But of course, I still have to stay within the 1800 milliliters of fluid. So that's what I'm doing. I am doing my thing. So hopefully in the next couple of days I'll be able to bounce back to from where I was. And, you know, continue on surviving. I feel tired. I am a good tired because I got to have 3 of my children with me. None of the grandkids were here. It was just 3 of my children, 2 sons and my daughter. So my oldest and my middle son, and then my daughter, who's my youngest child. Yes, I had 3 boys first, and then I had my daughter. And it was just, it felt good. It felt like home. I am trying. Okay. It felt like home. So I have my middle son looking for me a place to live. I don't want to live in California. I hate California. I really so badly hate California. It has turned into a cesspool. Even worse than it was when I left 30 years ago. But I don't. I want to be someplace I can continue to survive. And maybe get to live for a change. And so he's looking for me near a place, for a place near him. You know, for low-income senior, because I don't have an income without my husband. And I doubt very much he's going to want to go. And so I'll get a divorce. That hurt a little bit. But it won't hurt as much as being, whether it was intentional or unintentional, being poisoned with salt. He knows I'm not supposed to have all of that salt.
but it didn't dawn on him, and he said about it. So anyway, I'm looking forward to possibly moving, but I'm not looking forward to moving back to California. That place should just be flatlined all over the place. I mean, just gone. All the good people need to move the hell out of there and just, what did they say about the Middle East sometimes? Glass it over? I don't know. Teach their own and all, but I can't, I don't want to live back in that kind of hell. Because that's what it is. It's, this is why I can't move back to Oregon where I was born. It's gone to a
So I
little
went
hell.
ahead and
What?
voiced over this section because I know people don't like politics.
Huh?
And it doesn't really matter, does it?
Becky might have.
But, yeah. And right now, my husband's asking
yeah,
if my
Becky
daughter
might
had
have.
gone downstairs or anybody else had gone downstairs. I didn't know whether they had or not. But he said the light to the stairway is on, and anyway,
I want to go
you know, that kind of stuff.
Low
Back to the
elevation,
whole thing.
has the pulmonologist, the cardiologist, and the electrocardiologist, so that I can get my organs looked at properly, and maybe hopefully get some repairs made, so that maybe I can have eyes again. And you know, I need to do something. I cannot just sit here in this town where I have sat for the last 29 and a half years, and not able to do things. I mean, there's nothing here anymore. Used to be some fun things to do. We have a bowling alley. We have, of course, hiking trails and things like that, but if you're like me, how my health is, you can't go on those. You can't go bowling. We have a movie theater here that sometimes has movies, sometimes doesn't. They also hold, I guess, flea markets there and stuff. But it's walk-in, and so I don't see how that, I don't know. Our town has just died a lot. Like I said, we used to have people come through here for Sturgis, and well, we don't have that anymore. No, we don't have any real tourism here anymore. Walmart once bought land here to build a store here, but the town council members said no, they didn't want a super Walmart because it would make all the stores here have to close down. Well, Walmart never got to even begin because the town kiboshed that. And so, not even a year later, guess what? All those shops that they were worried about having to close down because Walmart would have pushed them out, they started closing down anyway because, why? Well, for one, if you take a pair of jeans that normal stores sell, and, you know, at about maybe $20, $25, and you raise those prices up to $75, you're not going to make a frickin' sale. So don't be stupid, you know, you're not, if you gouge your neighbors aren't going to shop with you. Period. They're not going to support your store. Because they're not going to support, you know, just throwing their money at whomever wants it. But yeah, the town is dying, has been for decades. Well, I've been here nearly 3 decades, so it's been dying for at least 2. Yeah, at least 2. And so I need to go someplace where there's, you know, some things to do. Even if I'm still on oxygen, some things to do. You know, get out. Feel like I'm alive again instead of already buried. But, yeah. I did feel so good today, though. Oh, I did. I'll have to check that text because I'm waiting for him to let me know when he clears a certain area. Oh yeah, sure. Try to read that, right? Hold on. Dull moments in my brain. Okay. Okay. So he's made it about 10 minutes away from a place called Riverton. It's near the, what do you call it? Double tap, so I did a double tap and it didn't do it. Okay, there we go. Anyway, it's reservation, and it's larger, but still, for as large as it is, it doesn't have the doctor setup and everything. I mean, most of our doctors and clinics and everything, they're all over the place. I mean, town there, here town, over there town. They don't have stay in one place. Ones, they have what we call rotational doctors and specialists. So, you have to chase them around. How's that? I can't afford to do that. Not being stuck on oxygen. So, yeah. Anyway, enough blah blah blah. Right? So, yeah. Love you guys. Remember, don't let people prepare your food if I'm not sure you can really trust them, okay? Because they might be unintentionally hurting you. Alright, love y'all. Peace out.